exciting episode of Dog Hook Flying, where we are currently in the midst of just a wave of energy coming off the Atlantic as we're about to roll out of Miami here. And I wanted to bring you guys in on it, see if it turns into an interesting takeoff. Long story short, in this video, we're heading out from Miami and up to Charlotte Douglas International. And yeah, that's about it. Got everything plugged in, plugged up, and we are on runway 8 right out of Miami. I do love the Miami skyline as we leave. Right. Flaps at 5. Parking brake off. Adjust throttles, toga, and power set. There we go.
V1, rotate.
And gentle up. Unlike the 900, we don't have to be too concerned about tail scrape. Up all the way 10 degrees. Also ready to climb. Gears up. Nose up. Everybody up. Very quick hop up to Charlotte from Miami, mainly Florida, and then you descend in a lot of ways. Let's see where so our cruise is going to be 34. So we're going to scrolling up. Boom shakalaka. Let's go here, here. So it will calm down on its aggressive turning. Flap 0. Auto brake off. We're set up for cruise, ladies and gentlemen. Roll this down to 34. That up to 700 for Charlotte. It's like these thunderstorms that we're getting across, huh? Oof. Down here's Miami Beach. Stadium back there. Marlins. Miami International. And this little thunderstorm right here. Rain squall coming out. Ladies and gentlemen, stick around. We'll see what kind of landing we run into as we're heading into Charlotte. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back and welcome in if you're just joining us to a landing from Miami. That's why we're in such a gorgeous livery today, a throwback to the old Air Cow, which flew in the south.
Center of L714 out of 1,000, climbing on the pod spore.
As you can hear, we're on VATSIM today as well.
Climb maintain 16,000 of L714.
But we're still going to do our traditional. We're going to take over at 10,000 feet and hand fly into runway 36 right into Charlotte because they are landing to the north. We have the stock car for um, arrival, and that is the one we are on currently. We were flying up from Miami, and we've been under ATC control since moving into Jacksonville airspace.
Climb and maintain flight level 390 now, Southwest 1895.
We'll see if he's going to talk us all the way into Charlotte, but he will likely just put us off onto the guard frequency here soon. But if he doesn't, that would be really cool, because then he could guide us all the way in. But we'll just stick around. We'll see what happens. There he goes. Yep. Frequency change approved. Have a good day. Thank you.
Sure.
And we go over to the dark side. But we are still going to report in because we are still online. However, there's no real persons in the area. There is a VFR guy that seems, but we'll see if they even have any issues. They're at 6,000 feet, so they should be well clear of us by the time we get there. Charlotte area traffic in the clear. This is American 1096 coming in stock car for arrival and planning for runway 36 right, currently at 14,000 feet and descending 7 miles from stock car. And ladies and gentlemen, that's just a general, hey, if anyone else is in the area, you know, this is what I'm doing and these are my intentions. And that's why we do it. Let's look at this gorgeous South Carolina farmland that we're rolling over. Beautiful day here in the Carolinas. See from our METAR here, we have just light variable winds, 5 knots. Our barometric pressure is 3006, 26 degrees Celsius. So, comfortable fall day, if not just a tinge bit warm. As always, ladies and gentlemen, if you have anything to think about or pray over, please drop them in the comments below. And us as a community would love to be able to do that for you. Too much positive energy is never a bad thing. I stand by my assessment. Too much positive energy, never a bad thing. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to take over here, and it is just going to be one of those nice, gentle, hopefully, landings into Charlotte 36 right. However, on these more routine ones, I have to remind myself that it is easy, very, very easy to get complacent, right? And not do what we're supposed to be doing because we let our guard down. It's real easy to do that. I have found in my life. I don't know if you all have found that as well. Alright, here we go, guys. We're slowing down now to 250 knots before we let ourselves dip down below 10,000 feet. I'm going to go ahead and just extend the speed brake there. And the reason I'm going to do that is just because I want to get down and get into Charlotte. I mean, when you look at it, we need it to be at 8,000 according to the stock car for arrival, and that's what we got cleared to via the actual ATC that we had, so we need to respect that. We also need to slow down, jeez. Turbulency up here though. Some clear sky turbulence. There we go, it looks like it's smoothing out now. That was odd, but most likely just some weird mid-level hot pocket or something, I don't know. I am no meteorologist, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, if you guys enjoy this kind of like virtual flying and chit-chatting, just good energy vibes, feel free to join us here at Doc Hook Flying. We get around the world, we have fun. Currently on our international leg, we are on like going around the world in a 737-900. That's been a lot of fun, so if you do, go check out that playlist. It's pretty, some interesting places in the world, some interesting arrivals so far. I'm looking forward to continuing it, that's for sure. Alright guys, we're getting into our setting up. We're about probably 12 miles from our turn into final. Everything else is set. The lights are on. We've dinged the flight attendants. And now we're getting to where we're just bouncing down through these little rough pockets of air through the mid-levels of the atmosphere. See, we're coming down to CC 500 AGL right now. Alright, now we can just go ahead. At our vertical indicator that, oh, that's a rough little gust. I don't know if you guys saw the wing whip up real quick on me. I didn't do that. The air did. Flaps one, or Doc Hook goes crazy, right, ladies and gentlemen? There we go. Oh yeah, we got it good today, guys. I'm feeling it. Are you feeling it? If you're feeling it, hit the like button down below. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you doing? What are we even talking about here? If you've watched this far into the video, admit it. You're a fan, and you should subscribe. Oh. It has been fun. I gotta tell you guys, this clear skies and no wind of Charlotte is certainly bumpy on the way down. If you flew into Charlotte today, let me know what the non-simulated air was like. However, I have noticed if I've gone back and like replicated the weather in the simulator with like an actual date, simulator they nails it pretty good. Like Microsoft, for all their flaws, for the things that they are a monopoly of, they do decent. Like, Google Docs is the first thing that has barely made a dent in Microsoft Office's suite. Yeah, tell me that's not a monopoly. Right. There you see lovely Charlotte coming into view. Fun fact, the section of town in Charlotte that has the like skyscrapers is actually called Uptown, whereas perhaps traditionally in cities near you, that high-rise section is generally reserved for, or it's generally called downtown. So, just an interesting thing about the Queen City. Jeez, man, are you guys seeing these turbulence? This has been surprisingly bouncy of a ride on the way down, given the weather. I have to say, I'm shocked. This is me shocked, ladies and gentlemen. I was not expecting this kind of issues. Remember 10,000 foot me? I was so hopeful. I had such high hopes. I said, no, Charlotte's, it's not going to hurt me today. It's clear skies, variable winds, no big deal. And now look at where we are. Why would you do this to me, Queen City? I am shocked. Every time I'm hitting turbulence or another wind gust, nails our plane. It is just another indication of how unstable this air is up here. It was wild. Whew. I mean, we're on the glide slope, but geez, it's been an adventure to get here, right? 13 knot crosswind, 14, ooh, up to 25. And this will go in as a challenging approach, that's for sure. This wind has been something else today.
1,000.
But there we are. Right where we need to be, ladies and gentlemen. The doctor is in, we might say. Doc Hook is in. By in, I mean in the glide slope. I am on the glide slope. Despite the weather's best attempts at doing me dirty.
400.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is not variable winds at 5 degrees. That is winds everywhere at 15 knots. I need to turn a lot more because the winds died now.
300, approaching minimum.
Or did they? There we go. Oof. Another
200
gust.
minimums. 100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
And of course now down here it's gonna act like it's, yeah. What are you talking about? It's been a gentle breeze this entire time. And I don't even know if you guys are gonna look at this and see what I saw, but we were bouncing all over the place. It was wild. Okay? I will attest to that to Congress. That was bouncy, to say the least. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. But if you still enjoyed that, then please comment, subscribe, like, all the things a successful YouTuber would tell you to do at the end of a video. Imagine that that came from me. And then go forth and please do those things. Doc Cook signing out, guys. Love you all.